If you are still planning our daily route by hand or switching between apps to figure out where your crews need to go, LawnPro's routing feature is going to change the way you start your day. In this video, we will walk through the Route Builder, what it is, what it shows us, and how to set it up before optimizing. To get to routing, we go to our Schedule tab and then Routes. This opens the Route Builder. Think of it as our command center for the day. Everything we need to plan, visualize, and organize our stops is right here on this one screen. On the left side of the screen, we will see our daily stop list. These are all the visits we have scheduled for the day. We can check the box at the top to select all or unselect all. We can also select them individually. This is useful if some stops are being handled separately or do not need to be routed for today. On the right side is our map. Every stop on our list is marked with a pin on the map, so we can see at a glance where all our jobs are located. This alone is a time saver. Instead of mentally picturing where everything is, we can see it laid out geographically in seconds. If we need a reminder of what the colors mean or want to change the colors, we can see that here under Route Settings. To change a color, simply click on the color box and we can pick a color here. We can interact with the map directly too. If we click on any pin on the map, it will toggle. You can interact with the map as well. When we click on any pin on the map, it will toggle the stops checkbox on or off. On the stop list, we can see that we clicked on number 6, which highlights stop 6 and checks it. If we want to uncheck it, we right-click and it will automatically uncheck. The map also offers several condition layers to help us plan better. The traffic layer shows whether roads are flowing normally, which is helpful for knowing if there is a slowdown in any area before sending someone out. The weather radar overlays any precipitation in the service area. Since there is no precipitation right now, nothing will appear. Next, there are weather alerts. This option shades any areas with active alerts, and we can click on those areas to see exactly what the alert is. The road service feature gives real-time, color-coded visualization of road conditions such as dry, wet, ice, snow, or melting snow. All of these options can be toggled on or off, either before or after building the route. We also have a customer density heat map layer. When this is turned on, it displays a heat overlay showing where customers are most concentrated geographically. This is helpful for identifying neighborhoods or zones with many customers close together. Over time, we can use this information to create tighter, more efficient routes. Above that, there are several options, including optimization options like shortest route, fastest route, and custom order. We will cover those in another video. We can print the route map directions or the stop list. You can clear any changes you have made and start fresh. We can use a split view, which separates all of our visits into different columns based on the crew that they are assigned to. We can also edit our time budget. It is possible to assign a crew to visits. If we have visits selected to be on our map, we will also have the auto-split option. We choose the number of crews we are working with, and then decide how we want it to be split. We can preview the split before running any optimization. It's important to make sure our start and end locations are set correctly. These locations tell LawnPro where our crew is starting from and where they will end up at the end of the day, which is usually our shop or yard. We can set these locations in two places, through the gear icon under Settings and Preferences, or directly on the Routes page by clicking here. Here we can check for it to automatically use our business location as a start and stop, or allow each crew to have its own start and stop locations. To view these, we can click here, find our crew, and click the pencil button. Here, we will see the start and stop locations. Above the map, we will see several data metrics. First, we have the number of stops on the current route. After that, we see miles, which is the total drive distance calculated by Trimble. Fuel cost shows how much we will spend on fuel. Time is the estimated total time, including both drive and service. Revenue is the amount this route is projected to make. Stops per mile shows how many stops are packed into each mile of driving. The higher this number, the better. Next, we have revenue generated per mile driven. Again, a higher number is better. Cluster tells us how geographically grouped our stops are. We want this number to be 80 or above. The average gap is the average distance between consecutive stops. For this one, the lower the number, the better. Below this, we can see the hours for each crew working on the route. Now let's look at the filters. We can filter our visits for the day by crew, items, and services, or tax. We can use the back and forward arrows to change the dates, and we can also click and select our own custom dates. If we want to get back to today's route quickly, we can use the Today button. Next, let's go over the remaining items under Route Settings. Once we have Visit selected to show our route, these boxes will update. We can enter gas prices here and the miles per gallon for our vehicle here. This will show us how many hours our route is projected for. Here we can see billable hours, which we will cover in another video. This area shows how many stops our route has. We can also choose to show either the customer name or the customer property name on our stop list. If we click to show the customer name, it adds the customer name here. If we click property, it adds a property name here. Last, if we scroll down to the bottom under the map and list, we will see a more detailed list of the visits for the day. We are able to customize these columns here. We can select all or select individual events, and then more options will appear. We can complete visits, choose to complete an invoice later, or complete an invoice now. We can move these events to a different day. By clicking more options, we can cancel, reactivate canceled visits, skip visits, reopen events we've already closed, duplicate events, and assign crews to events. Next, we can download our events to a PDF or print our list. We can also bulk edit tags here. And finally, we can delete the visits. That's the foundation of the Route Builder. Once we're familiar with the interface and our stops are selected, we're ready to optimize. That's what we'll cover in the next video.